What's good? We back with the Boxing Clinic once again. It's your boy CJ Goodfella back on that boxing grind. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how we put it down. And shout out to the LDBC, YTBC, Ain't Nobody Safe Boxing Community. Shout out to the homie Cali Enigma. Go ahead and subscribe. Y'all know we back doing bigger and better things. And, you know, shooting a video, somebody pull up right next to me at work and start banging some old Public Enemy. You know, it sounds good, but it ain't at the right time. But we here. And, you know, I'm tired of people saying that, oh, you know, Tyson Fury still the man. You know, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder got to beat him to be considered the man. Fuck no, they don't. You know, he's a proven cheater. And it wasn't cocaine he got popped for originally. He got popped dirty and he got for eating wild boar. And he, you know, got some meat contamination. He, you know, the same story that y'all killing Canelo Alvarez for is the same story that Tyson Fury getting the pass for, you know. They just helped him cover it up. He should have never been eligible for the Vladimir Klitschko fight either way. Then after that, he got popped for cocaine because he knew he was going to get suspended for the shit he got popped for, you know. So at the end of the day, you know, him and his cousin Hughie Fury both got popped. You know, I think Hughie Fury paid his piper by getting robbed by Joseph Parker, you know. But it is what it is, man. You know, at the end of the day, this guy was off a long time. He's a proven cheating Tyson Fury. Used to like the guy, but at the end of the day, he talked all that shit, taking a stance against this and that. And all that time, he out there cheating. You know, he cheating. I mean, but at the end of the day, let's just say he snapped back to form and he wasn't cheating. He was a clean fighter. And that, you know, he really fought how he fought. At the end of the day, Steve Cunningham, cruiserweight, put him on his ass. And I expect Deontay Wilder to dominate. I understand that Fury got height, reach, range. He awkward. He got good feints. But at the end of the day, he got put down by a cruiserweight. And I expect Deontay Wilder to put that right hand on him. He knocking him out. You know, Fury is a master of range for heavyweight. He awkward. He got a lot of feints. But a lot of the guys he tend to beat, you know, he outboxed them. And some of them, the ones that he couldn't outbox or was having trouble boxing with, he used his size and his height to get away with. So it was a masterpiece that he boxed against Vladimir Klitschko. You know, I'll give him that. You know, but at the end of the day, I mean, how you gonna come back? You know, he ain't the king of the division no more. He relinquished that. He gave up the WBA. I mean, he gave up the Ring magazine title. You know, he talked all that shit about I come back and fight this guy, 300, 400 stone, 200 stone, 22 stones, whatever the fuck it was. I fight this guy out of shape, and now he's talking about he need 3 or 4 comeback fights. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I think Wilder whip his ass. Him and Joshua. You know, that's a pick'em fight at this point. You know, it's a pick'em fight. This guy that been out 2 years, man. 2 years. And y'all still called him the king of the division. He's not the king of the division. He was a cheat. He had the service suspension. And, you know, as far as that, he coming back. And guess what? Anthony Joshua was the king of the castle right now. And just because you coming back in the frame don't make you the king. You can talk and beat on your chest all you want to. But you got to go in the ring and prove it. Not versus these bums you about to fight, but prove it versus top 10 contenders. And when he chooses to prove it versus top 10 contenders, and he's under drug testing, and he's pissing clean and clean blood and clean hair and all this shit, and he winning versus top 10 contenders, then we can put him back in that class, man. But right now, this motherfucker ain't even in the picture. They can scream and cry about, oh, he coming back this day, and then he get pushed back, and then get pushed back. He got the weight off. It don't mean that his body is the same. You know, I still rate Joshua and Wilder above him and a few other heavyweights. He has to prove it. You have to prove it in the ring. This is all like your pro debut all over again, in my opinion. You know, it's your pro debut all over again. He got to prove it in the ring. I'm tired of motherfuckers saying ignorant stuff like, oh, you know, Wilder, you know, Tyson Fury the king anyway. You know, he's not the king of shit. He was gone. He was cheating. You know, it's one thing if he was dealing with, you know, some type of fucking illness, or he coming back, he working himself up. He had to, you know, his wife was ill, like Robert Guerrero or something like that. He had to, you know, take his attention away from boxing. You know, this motherfucker is using mental illness to cover up the fact, and cocaine to cover up the fact that he was cheating. You know, they always turn to mental illness and shit, talking about cheating and shit, some people. You know, if you catch my drift. But at the end of the day, no, this nigga's not a top 5, not a top 10, not a 15, not top 15 heavyweight until he build his career up that way. Period. Right now, I put Joshua whooping on that ass and Wilder whooping on that ass right now. Easy. He ain't ready. If he was ready, he'd come back versus Luis Ortiz, Dylan White, shit, even the fucking Chisora again for him. He'd come back versus somebody we know. And we know he's not coming back versus anybody. He probably gonna fucking come back versus Audrey Harrison or some shit, whatever that would do name. You know, he gonna come back versus Michael Grant. You know, he's still fighting Malcolm Taylor and Michael Grant. Like, get the fuck out of here. But like I said, these idiots going around saying, oh, you know, Tyson Fury's still the king. No, he ain't the king of shit. Joshua top dog. We all realize that. He got 3 belts. Fury got nothing to the table. He bring somewhat of a fan base for Joshua in a big UK class. That's the only reason Joshua's interested in even fighting him. Can he beat Joshua when he at his best? Yeah. He can compete with him. He can beat him possibly. You know, but I always thought that Deontay Wilder would have knocked the fuck out of Tyson Fury. I don't care what y'all say. Equal height, better power. Cunningham can land his right hand, whatever the fuck he landed on Fury. I'm pretty fucking sure that this guy, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, can land his right hand. And when his right hand land, it hit you like a Mack truck, and Fury not getting up. Especially with Fury being out all this time and his bones being brittle and him not, you know, using his body, him abusing his body while he out. You know, this motherfucker did everything in the book to cover up the fact that he was cheating. He gained a lot of weight. He did the cocaine thing. And remember, keep presence in mind right quick that he already knew he had got popped and was under investigation before the Vladimir Klitschko fight. So that's why he didn't want to rematch Vladimir Klitschko. It wasn't the fact they were scared of Vladimir Klitschko. It was the fact that he knew the UKAD was going to pop him for taking PEDs. And he a cheater. He a cheater, you know. Point blank period. If it's any of the fights that ain't under tough drug testing and VADA or random blood and urine drug testing, then I don't believe shit he got to say or do. You know, he got to be under tough VADA testing. Or USADA or WANDA, whatever they want to call it. Tough testing, pissing, blood and all that shit. Make sure he a clean fighter. And once he does that and he start beating top 10 contenders and he get a belt and he beat a Wilder, he can compete with a Joshua Wilder, then we could talk about that. He can go out there and get iced his next fight and just don't have it no more. You know, and get iced and then he out the conversation. He got to prove to be in the same sentence as Wilder and Joshua. Period. So anybody that's ignorant of this stuff say, oh, Fight Fury's still the king. He ain't the king of shit. He the king of peds, the king of cocaine, the king of mental illness and boxing. He the king of fat and all that other bullshit, you know. But y'all know what it is. It's TBC and more. We gone.